Interesting facts about the Bible. Did you know that God often uses women to prepare the way for a deliverer figure in the Bible? I have heard this argument that God doesn't use women as leaders in the Bible because they are emotional or they make poor decisions. However, we see that God often uses women to prepare the way. The story of Moses is just that. In Exodus 1, we see that Pharaoh has commanded the midwives to start killing the Hebrew babies when they're born to try to cull the amount of Hebrews there were. But the midwives feared God, we see in verse 17, so they did not do so. When the Pharaoh asked them why they had done this, they said, because the Hebrew women are not like Egyptian women, they are like animals, and give birth before the midwife comes to help them. It was their emotions, their compassions for the babies that saved those children's lives. And then again, it was Moses' mother that stood against Pharaoh and put her baby into the water because she did not want to see him be killed. It was Miriam, his sister, who followed along to make sure that he was safe and to see where the baby ended up. It was the Pharaoh's daughter that found Moses floating in the river and saved his life. Because of what these brave women did, the way was paved for Moses to deliver God's people. It was the compassion and the bravery and the emotions and cunningness of those women that God used to pave the way for their deliverer. We see this again with the story of our deliverer, the Messiah Yeshua, where his mother's cousin Elizabeth provides a safe haven for his mother while she's going through her pregnancy, and she knows that Mary's child is the deliverer. And then Mary herself, in bravery, stood against the culture of the people and had a child that was the Messiah. These women's compassion and bravery paved the way for our Messiah. Even Yeshua's aunt Salome was the one who funded his ministry. And the woman at the well was the first person he told he was the Messiah to, and because of her teachings, most of her village was saved. We are not strong in the same way that men are strong. We are strong in our own way. God created us to be different, and he uses those skills. That's why in Genesis 2:18, when God says it is not good for the man to be alone, let me make a well-matched helper for him. That word there in Hebrew isn't well-matched helper, it is ezer kenegdo. And this word translates to face, as an equal, as an ally. Not less than, but equal to. A power equal to man, a warrior, a man's perfect match, a sustainer beside him. This is how ezer is used in Scripture to describe God, to describe the allies of Israel, and to describe woman. God uses both men and women to pave the path for his deliverance. So never feel less than, or that you can't teach or bring others to salvation, or that you are not equipped because you are a woman, because women have done amazing things through God.